Hello, one person. Hi, Ahmed. How are you guys today? All two of you. Yeah, sudo pacman SYU, don't need a stream for that. No, you're absolutely right. This is more about the functionality in TTYSH. So I probably should have made it clearer in the title, but TTYSH has an update function that updates Pacman, updates the AUR, and updates TTYSH at the same time. I know, crazy, but I'm just showing it off, you know, and that's going to be one of the first things you want to do with it. Wow, 4 people suddenly. Where did that come from? Somebody undo their thumbs up to me. I didn't even say anything. Wow. You guys have changed. I don't know what a thumbs up is. I don't get them that often. No, it's just like if I share my screen. I guess you're being ironic. I don't know, but you know, that thumbs up. See what? You know what a thumbs up is. You're testing me. I can tell it. Wow, 3 people now. Yeah. So if you want to talk any, you know, the usual things, if you want to talk any Linux stuff, technology stuff, computer stuff, by all means, we can do that. Oh, right, yeah. I didn't use white space to separate it. I will be doing a bit more TTYSH tutorial because it's self-documenting. Oh no, you had a kernel panic. Worst thing. Okay, the thumbs up's been reinstated. That's good. No longer insecure now. So anyone actually using TTYSH? I don't get the impression anybody is. I'm very disappointed in you guys. Hey, oh dude, how's it going? Was it the dude abides? Is that from the Big Lebowski? I can't remember. What was some Big Lebowski quotes? Not yet, but we'll try it this weekend. Okay. Good to hear. Come on, guys. We've got to unseat that horribly named thing, Omarky, or whatever it's called, by DHH. Mine's way better than that. That's just another, you know, Wayland desktop thing, you know? There's nothing like TTYSH. You know, I need where's my 100,000 investment from the open source world? Who gave Omarky $100,000? I can't remember. Don't steal a thumbs up from a content creator. Exactly. You ruin their day. A fragile ego. Cloudflare. That was it. DHH is a prominent guy in the programming field and created Ruby on Rails framework. So I guess he has enough friends, enough fame to make anything he touches sound unique just for having his name. I think you're right. But I've got you as my friend, so why is this not happening? Surely I have that influence. Don't forget 1,800 subscribers. I mean, yeah, I know TTYSH on the face of it is an awkward acronym or whatever you want to call it or name. But imagine calling your project Omarky. I don't know about you, but it's just like the worst. Even looks annoying. What does it mean? I'm guessing it's Danish or something. Okay, maybe it doesn't have a meaning. I'm looking it up. Doesn't seem to have a meaning. I don't know. And that's what I'm waiting for, actually. Now I think about it, wouldn't it be funny if somebody did a video review of TTYSH? Like, was it Brady Robertson yesterday did one of Omakase, whatever. Omakase plus arch. Omakase means I'll leave it up to you, or chef's choice in Japanese. Right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that, Festino. Does anybody like that name? Maybe it's a grower. I don't know. Omarchi. Omarchi. I guess Omarchi, is it? This is ironic because Omarchi or Omarchi is pretty opinionated. Yeah. I was thinking that. Well, I guess I'll leave it up to you, or chef's choice. When it's saying I'll leave it up to you, it's saying as the consumer you're leaving it up to the chef. Is that the same meaning? The term kind of makes sense. Obviously, chef's choice is like DHH is the chef, right? That makes sense. But I'll leave it up to you. Is that reflective of the consumer leaving it up to the chef? That's what I think Ahmed's confused about and what I'd be confused about. Because if it's not opinionated, why would it be left up to you? That'd just be a base Arch Linux install, I'd assume. I don't know. Oh, so it's actually the opposite, yeah. Yeah, so if you watch like the Brody Robertson video on it yesterday, or like older Primeagen videos on it, it's DHH's setup, developer setup. Yeah, the brain is kernel panicked, as I said. Now, has anybody had like a kernel panic on a modern Linux distribution or the modern Linux kernel? Because I've heard that it gives you like a blue screen now with a QR code or something. I haven't, well, I run Hyperbola, so of course I'm not running the modern kernel. Although on my testing laptop and my 64-bit main laptop, if you like, I haven't had any kernel panics that show that. So I just wonder if any of you guys have had that. I had a kernel panic when I tried to install Linux Mint Debian edition on my 32-bit machine. It was a normal kernel panic, not a blue screen. All right. Good to see you doing the 32-bit. So did you manage to install it? And what was it like? Did it run terribly on your 32-bit machine? That's why you need TTYSH on Hyperbola. I resorted to installing Antics, as I mentioned in a previous stream. Probably a good idea. Three people on the stream. I'll probably give it another 5 minutes, then I'll do the demonstration of updating TTYSH and your system through TTYSH. If that makes no sense whatsoever. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Wow, one person in the room now. Is it something I said? Back up to 3 people. Exciting. Any news in the Linux world that I need to know about, I need to hear about, talk about? As you know, I don't follow Linux news. I rely on you guys to tell me in all the previous streams, I think. Have you thought of an RTMP stream? Okay, RTMP. So I'm guessing that is a stream through like OBS or using the like keys. Is that right? RTMP? I can't remember. Self-hosted. Oh, okay. I see. No, to be honest. I would have to look into that. I wouldn't really know anything about a self-hosted stream. If you mean through like my website, is that what you mean? Or just using like FFmpeg? Yeah, that must be it. And then going through YouTube. No, I haven't. So the reason being, OBS doesn't like old ThinkPads. They don't have dedicated GPUs, I think. And I remember Luke Smith having lots of issues with FFmpeg and his streams. So I guess that kind of put me off trying to do a stream through FFmpeg. So sadly, and because it's going through YouTube anyway, going through my YouTube channel, I just use YouTube to stream. So just open up the web browser, start the stream. It picks up the webcam, picks up the microphone on the webcam. I can share my screen and all that kind of stuff. Real-time messaging protocol, you can set it up using Nginx and viewers can play it either on your website or something like MPV or VLC. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, the only other thing I would say about that is if I did that, then probably my website would crash, because if I self-hosted a stream or any video on my website, it probably wouldn't have the bandwidth or the storage, I'm assuming, even though my channel obviously isn't particularly huge. That would be my assumption. I know like Luke Smith has like a PeerTube or whatever, which is self-hosted, but until I get my Cloudflare money, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'll just use YouTube's hosting. But that's interesting. I might look into it in the future. But that'd be pretty cool if, you know, somebody could go on my website on links web browser and then just tab down to the latest stream and then just play it through MPV or VLC on a frame buffer, MPV, I guess. That'd be true to my principles, wouldn't it? Okay, I think in a second I'll just show off TTYSH's updating ability. So I'll share my screen. Do you know Last Miles. He streams primarily on Twitch, but when he is pissed off and chat is full of weird people, he switches to his private RTMP. Lol, fun guy. I highly recommend his streams. No, I haven't. But once I've covered this, I might just have a little look at that. What does he stream on Twitch? Is it computer game stuff? Because as you know, I'm not a computer game, and I don't use Twitch. Okay, so if you've been watching my videos on TTYSH, which I hope you have been, and hopefully you've installed it, and hopefully you've started to set it up. Today I'm going to show off one of its functions, because one of the first things you're going to want to do, probably, when you use TTYSH, when you use your system, and then you load TTYSH, is update your system, right? So that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. Again, a lot of this is sort of self-documenting. It does explain it itself, the basic functionality, but we're just going to show it off. So I'm in my virtual machine running TTYSH, and obviously I'm in the folder of TTYSH. And if I do /TTYSH to load TTYSH, you know how it goes by now. Hit Q to continue, exit the splash screen. Now, obviously, straight away, I can look for the updating function by hitting the H key and hitting enter. And if I go down to update the system, and I hit Q to come out of the helper, and I go into the selector, type the U key, hit enter. I get this little prompt asking if I'm on AC power in case of power loss. Nice little prompt there. Also, the nice thing about this is it's not absolute. So if you want to game it, so to speak, you can just type yes, even if you're on battery power. Maybe I could word it in another way, and then you've got the option ultimately. So if I type Y, as it explains, hit enter, it's going to ask me for my sudo password, obviously, because I'm updating packages. So I'm going to put in my password. And as you see, it's starting to update Arch Linux, and it's starting to update the AUR. So there's no updates in Arch Linux, no updates in the AUR. It's all updated. And it's also updating TTYSH, the same program, okay? And if you notice, it's updated. So it's through Git, of course. So it's done a Git pull, and it's pulled down any changes and updated, okay? And then obviously it says you should reboot your system as good practice. I'm not going to bother this time, but you can do. Let's actually show another function. So if I type res, this is for restart, hit enter, it will reboot Arch Linux, and then you can carry on as usual. So just wait for that to load. Put my user, put my password. Let's go to TTYSH, run TTYSH. There we go. So everything's up to date. TTYSH is up to date. Arch Linux up to date. AUR is up to date. So it's pretty simple. Nothing too exciting, but it's a nice thing that you can have literally your whole system and TTYSH updated in TTYSH. So there we go. I'll put any other videos regarding TTYSH in the description. You've got the playlist. So if you need to work out how to set it up, install it, all this kind of thing, so far, that's all there. It's on a playlist. So yeah, enjoy. And I'll be doing some more videos on TTYSH in the near future. There's so much to cover. Just hit the H key. You can see the helper. There's a lot to cover. And I do continue to develop this. I do continue to update it. So keep looking out for new features. Keep looking out for the videos. And I'll see you on the next one on that. He's a former Sun Microsystems engineer and worked on open source projects like OpenSolaris and BlastWave software repository. Okay, never heard of that. He primarily tinkers with niche architectures like Oracle Spark and RISC-V. And now there's nobody in the room, but let's have a look at that. Okay, it's pretty quiet on the stream today, so I'll probably just leave it there in a minute. Give it another few more minutes if anybody comes on. One person is on, one person is back. Right, I'll probably leave it there. So if you're watching this on playback, you guys have abandoned me. That's fine. I will leave it there for today. So look out for my videos. I will be uploading a lot of TTYSH stuff in the near future. And yeah, I'll probably be doing some more streams. Adios. No, one person's back. Was I going to end the stream too soon? So quiet today. Yeah, so the one person who's joined, I'm probably going to leave the stream like that for today, because it's a bit quieter. Look out for my videos, and I will probably be streaming tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you then.